Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. Returner choosing to field this one. And the returner is brought down. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. And the game will pick up the first down. Tackled at the 22.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll feed the back again. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They're going to run it. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potential.
And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Wow, how about the defense here? On the road in a playoff game, you step up and come up with an interception on the first drive. You're an underdog. It's a big stage. All odds are against you. And you start off the opening drive as a defense.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The App State offense goes back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been.
The protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's going to take off here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
A short completion of the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Tigers are in the red zone. They'll run the option. The back's got to run a pitch. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They'll be tackled. They'll have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. Fights through the tackler. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. At the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the defense look slow that time. They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. Collision of big bodies there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And he's got it. Big gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
And the back now goes in motion. Dump off caught by the running back. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. And the Tigers line up with a first and goal. Here's the handoff, one first and goal. They're able to get him down. For just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far, they come up on second and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Trying to extend the play. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So the Appalachian State offense is back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. We give it to the big fullback here. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides. But they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
They're going to run it here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Checks this down to the running back. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Winston. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Can he get there on the ground? And the defense blows up and stuffs him right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on fourth down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Looking right, this one caught. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And it's incomplete on the overthrow, just too much on that ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to his target. He's got a receiver wide open here. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Now the important point after attempt. PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
That makes the score. Clemson 21, App State 7.
Offense goes back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. The pass rush closing in, looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made, not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game. And a timeout is called, important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Thorne. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25. They'll run it to the right side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. No huddle now for the offense. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And a senior making a disruptive impact play. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. It's a turnover. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He makes the grab. Breaking free at the 35. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. And the offense will take their 1st time out of the half to talk strategy here. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. He escapes the sack. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the 1st half of play. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the 2nd half underway. Return starts from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive.
And the Clemson offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down mark.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's complete downfield.
By this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Looking to chuck it again. This time a completion. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Touchdown, Clemson. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a costly fumble in plus territory. They can't have another one of those here. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quick throw, catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. 1st and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, App State.
What a combination.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. They took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field after the review. The play will stand. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
App State 14.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Clemson offense will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Makes a quick grab. The pickup is 6. Makes it 3rd down and 4.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Catch made way down to the 25. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. And now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Running, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
The App State offense goes back on the field. Handoff running right. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And now the handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Pass incomplete. Very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Moves left out of the pocket. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Touchdown, Mountaineers. It was a foot race and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's past the 25. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? He's found some room at the 45. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes a running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Brings up second down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like the Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner is brought down, and that will do it now for the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Clemson 28, App State 21.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking to scramble now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from his excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down. Keeping it on the ground here. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. And looking for a big play here. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Can he take it all the way? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
He'll hand it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And on the carry, he's heading left. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Still going. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. The punt return for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's a moment we're not going to forget for some time.
We won't forget about this one, and I don't think I'll ever forget the blocks that helped get him loose to be able to score this touchdown. He's going to get a lot of the credit. When they go back and watch the film, I think he's going to give an assist to the entire unit.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 39, set to kick this one away.
This one will be fair caught. The out-state offense goes back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking to throw it on 1st down. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you've got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
And they bring him down. Blocker is not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Finding space at the 20. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Hands off to the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. That's an important score. We've got a 1-possession game now, Kurt, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can the defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made, a lot of space now. Impressive spin there. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense is still clicking.
Number 5, with the grab and the score.
Lining up to try the extra point.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Clemson 42, App State 28.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Let's it go quickly. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain. Solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 49. First down. Quarterback drops back. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Bringing pressure. Contact as he threw it. Oh, incomplete. He nearly threw a pick in the end zone. Second down coming up. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. That's a design quarterback keeper. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Second down, caught by the receiver. Pickup of 10. Good enough.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. The shotgun handoff here. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Getting set. Here's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Pickup of 6. Third down coming.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of